So to the first question with regards to how applicable was the course to my everyday work, it's something that I use and have been able to use every day since I've got back from the course. The ability to self-reflect on the initiatives that we've been doing as a team. I've been able to use a lot of the resources to reflect on the impact versus intent on the initiatives that we put in place last academic year, and has actually been useful to figure out what will work in terms of scheduling, in terms of having the most impact for staff, for faculty and for the students. I think the resources is something that I keep on mentioning to anyone who is considering going to the course. It goes one step further, and it doesn't just give you ideas, it really gives you a framework to put those ideas into practice. So every day I'm able to refer to the resource booklet and get some inspiration about an initiative that I've got to do. I'm in a fortunate position where I am a full-time DEI director, so it's very easy for me to sit down and go through the resource pack and just be inspired ultimately. In terms of what were my top takeaways from the course, meeting other counterparts in other schools, and whilst not many, if any, at the time were full-time directors, it was really good to see what initiatives certain schools put in place, given if they had a coordinator, if they had a lead, or if they had a director, and actually staying in contact to just have a WhatsApp group, sharing ideas, sharing resources, has been really a good way to kick off the academic year. We still speak now. I found the resources really useful, particularly for the curriculum and understanding how to review and better understand how a unit plan can reflect your DEI initiatives using the social justice standards as well, from a leadership point of view, and understanding, okay, where in your leadership structure you might have obstacles and where you might have a friend that's going to really push forward your initiatives. In terms of professional development, there was a lot of resources that I was able to take and say, this is how I would structure an anti-bias session, or this is how I would look over curriculum development and review. So that's been really nice. For HR, so there was a lot of work around recruitment and equitable recruitment that I have been able to take away and actually use straight away. And what makes this course especially applicable to international schools, it puts international educators in one place. And it really is, and it was, a place of people that were passionate about DEI and how it looks from my setting. And I'm based in America, but I used to work in the UK, and understanding those differences, but having the opportunity to hear from schools from Paris, from Mexico, and really understanding how that nuanced change of DEI and how the perspectives need to be adjusted in order to reach your audience, I thought was really interesting. And it's really important for those who are in the international schools and are wanting to take their DEI work and actually apply it to another place in the world. I think that's fundamentally how this course is different from a lot of the others that I've attended. It really understands that there is an international perspective and there is a way of dealing with DEI differently in different places. And then the final question, and what made you interested in being a course ambassador? Ultimately, it was the best DEI course that I have been on. And I think everyone who has the ability to go should go. It doesn't matter if you have 20% timetable, if it's a full-time role. This course is going to be able to help you get from A to B. And also it seemed to be a really good place for people to reflect and understand that even if they don't feel like they're moving forward, purely by being in that room with educators that are as passionate about DEI as you, really helps motivate you and understand I can achieve, and every small victory is still a victory. So thank you very much for the opportunity.